Hello everyone, thank you for watching my video and welcome back to GreenMangoes. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you can get notified when I come out with a new episode. And today this is episode number 5 and it is now in mid-December and there's not much to do in the garden besides preparing for the next season. And right now the temperature stays around average about 40 to 50 degrees. During the day it gets up to maximum mid-50s to 60s, and at night it gets all the way down to the mid-30s. So with that, there's not a lot I can grow outside. Even with the tropical trees that I have, some of them, especially the babies, I bring them indoor behind me, and I cover some of them outside to protect them from frost damage. And the temperature here doesn't get too low, roughly around mid-20s to mid-30s, so I should be okay. With that being said, today with episode 5, I will prepare for the next season by starting my seeds. Some of my favorite things to start are lettuce, chili peppers, and eggplants, and water spinach that I have, Vietnamese water spinach. And one of the things I found out and I have a lot of success with is starting my seedlings with germinating with rock wools. And when I germinate with rock wools, I tend to get higher percentage yield in terms of success instead of using soil for germination. And the other advantage is that if I decided to plant some of them using hydroponic system, I can just put in a net cup and use hydroponics. And if I decided to plant them in soil, I just stick the whole rock wool and the seedlings in the soil and it will grow just fine. I tried last year and I really liked it, and I'll continue doing it, so I want to share with you how I do it this year. So today I will first show you what we need to start this. First of all, you need a dome, moisture dome, and this dome will trap moisture inside, and it has a lid on the top where I can open up a little bit so a little bit of air can come in for oxygen. And the second things I will need is rock wools. And rock wools, you can buy this online or any hydroponic suppliers around town. You can go to Amazon and buy this fairly cheap. And I also need plant starters. Plant starter will help the seed to germinate faster, develop stronger roots, and higher yield. And then you will also need a pH meter. This pH meter is very important because when you start germinating in a hydroponic style like this, you need the pH level to be between 5.5 to 6.5, and most of the time water coming out from the tap, from the faucet, or about 8 or so in pH level. It's too alkaline, and hydroponic and the seedling likes to be germinated at 5.5 to 6.5. So I use a pH meter to measure the pH level for my water. And then I will also need the seeds, of course. This will be all the seeds that I will be germinating today. And I will also need a milk jug, and I'll tell you later why I need this, and it's not important now, but at the end, it's a little bit of an extra for you to enjoy. And then the first step for me is to get a bowl of water and measure the pH level. As you can see, the pH level tends to be around average about 8. So the water is a little bit alkaline. So I would add, first of all, the pH down and stir it well to bring it down. Let it settle for 10 minutes or so, and then measure again to make sure that pH level stay around 5.5 to 6.5. If it's 5.3, 6.7, somewhere around there roughly is fine. You don't have to be exact. And then I'll add in plant starter, and then mix it very, very well. And then the next step in preparation for this is to separate the rock wools piece by piece and soak it in a bowl of water for 30 minutes or so. The reason why I separate the rock wools is because once the roots start developing, I don't have to separate them later on. And I found that if didn't separate them at the beginning, and the roots are intertwined with each other. And when you separate them, ready to be planted, it could damage the roots. So it's better to do it early and separate them now. So that's the first step, and the second step is after 30 minutes of soaking in the water here. I pull out the water and lay them in the seedling trays. So I just now lay them in the tray here, and as you can see, this rock wool has a hole in here, and that's where you put the seeds in. And, so now that I got them all laid in here, I'll start put my chili pepper seed down first, and each of this I put about 3 or so. And the reason is because sometimes some of them doesn't make it, so and if they're all germinated, I can just cut off the weaker one. So after I put it down the hole there in the middle of the rock wool, I'll just slightly use my finger and push it down. So that's how I do it. This will take a while. Press it down. Should stay contained in there.
Alexa, stop.
There you have it. I have all the seed in this tray, and earlier I mentioned the milk jug. The reason why it's an extra, and you don't have to have this, but this will make a great plant marker. So before, cut them up. And you can use this for your plant marker, free, right? So like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way from back there. Those are all my chili pepper. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 chili, and then this one's lettuce. Look how convenient this is for you. Just to use whatever you have extra at home. You don't have to bankrupt to garden. Then this is cilantro. Cilantro. Hi baby. This is cilantro.
Can I watch you do this?
Just use whatever you have at home. You don't have to go bankrupt. Just do garden at home. And then this is water spinach. And the rest will be eggplants. And I will label in one of this right here. Today's date is December 20. Now, put the dome over it, and we are good. So I will bring this into my home office inside, where the temperatures stay in the mid 70s all the time with grow lights, and this will germinate in no time. What I got here as a setup is just a frame. You can use any frame you want, and then there's LED lights I bought from Walmart for $17, and this worked great for me last year. And make sure the only thing is when you put the seedling in, put the seeds in this dome in here, you want to have the light as low as possible so that the plants don't become very leggy. So there you go. Let me bring the camera a little bit closer so you can see this seedling here. These seeds I got in this dome here to be germinated. There's an LED light slightly about 3 inches above the dome, and this will help the light to be very close to the seeds, so the seedling won't become too leggy. That's the worst thing that could happen is you spend all the time and effort and the seedlings are very leggy and they're not strong enough and won't be successful. So that's it. This is a little bit of a setup that I have here in my home office, which just a little frame that you can use any kind of frame, and then put the light on it, and then this room stay about above 70 degrees all the time. So hopefully if you follow these steps, it will be successful for you as well. And as I work here in this office, I will also be checking on my seeds. Alright everyone, that's it for today, and please wait for my next episode where I can show you some of the success I try here. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hopefully everything will go as planned, and then I will have plenty of vegetables and chilies and eggplants and water spinach to plants for the next growing season. Thank you for watching today, and have a wonderful day. See you next time.